Gunship. Bought this yesterday at the Lego store to get this right here, the Steamboat Willie Disney promo. The threshold on this promo was just really good. I thought it was going to be like a $200 promo, and it was $140, same as the recent Pirate Island, which was sort of odd. Also got this. I've been meaning to get it and just haven't. The holiday diorama, which I'll build up at some point. And that's that. So the gunship here is the second gunship I've built, because I have the UCS one, so. Speaking of the UCS one, that one had a really good sale recently. I wonder if the dark red is on this one. Oh, good. I love these. Keeps instruction manual nice and flat. Too many pieces. 1,083. I think that's one more than the ATT. Same price. Of course, less figures. Alright. So, on bag 6, we get a shock trooper. One, there we go. Probably won't build this whole thing today. I have some stuff to get to, but probably build the first few bags. That's 8, 10. So it looks like we got 10 bags. Maybe the first 5 I'll build. Oh, 3. You get the wonderful Fox figure. How exciting. Alright, let's get into this thing. I'm a Celtics hat today for the start of this season. Almost dropped the bag. Seeing it? Like, all I want right now is the Padme minifigure. I don't care about that it's not the best quality Padme figure, because I do have the... Yes, she's in this bag. Okay, I can just end this stream right now after 4 minutes. Just Padme's here. That's all that matters. I'm gonna go get the Geonosis Padme, because I want to just see, because I've seen pictures next to each other. Of course, I have this face print. I think everyone probably has this face print, whether it's a Star Wars set, a Marvel set, like any set that uses flesh skin tones, you're going to have this face print. I think it might have been originally with, what's her name, Jyn Erso. Okay. Like with dual molded legs, this. I don't think I'm gonna buy a Padme face print for this. Just they're way too expensive just to buy that. I didn't even open up the instructions. That's somewhat helpful. Pretty thick. The sticker sheets feel like they're getting thinner and thinner every new set I build. Which worries me with the quality of stickers, but these ones, since they're not clear backs, look pretty good. The last set, it was the Ghost that I was building. That the stickers just weren't the best. Like, there was one in particular that sort of stuck there, and I lost a bit of its stick. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was this E-wing here. So, my sticker, this front one right here, it actually doesn't look horrible here. I guess it sort of ended up fine, but when I took it off, it just sort of stuck there for a little bit, so it lost some of its stick right at the top corner of it. I haven't got paper bags yet. I want, like, I've seen it in certain things, but I've never actually got them myself. Alright, Padme. Like, it's Padme. It looks quite a bit like Padme, but like that face print with some dual molded legs. To be quite honest, if this minifigure had that face print and dual molded legs, I would not give a shit about how bad some of the clones can be, because I just love Padme figures so much. But yeah. Okay, I was gonna go grab the older one. Just look at it. 4 studs. I guess this is the structure, technic structure of this thing. Is that full? Oh yeah. Just counting the studs wrong. I took it out and put it in the exact same spot I already had it. There you are. Yellow pins. I don't remember seeing yellow Technic pins before. I'm on my reading week right now, so that's why I can do a stream like this. But yeah, it seems like overall I think this set is an alright one. I'm interested to just finish it off and see the thing. Like, I never got any of the other Gunships. In 2013, I don't have many of the 2013 sets, and I can't think of what theme I was hugely into in 2013 that prevented me from buying Star Wars sets. Because I have pretty much every advent calendar. Other than that, I don't know why. So with the Clone Wars, with like 2008, 9, and 10, I feel like I was buying a bunch of sets, then slowed down, then sort of got back up with Force Awakens stuff, and then since then, I've just continued on, and I've been buying Star Wars stuff mainly with, of course, in 2018 with Harry Potter, that's been a big thing, but that's completely died down for me with the overall repetition and quality of Harry Potter sets. I shouldn't say quality. The quality of the sets is pretty superior to a lot of themes, but yeah. I guess for this stream, Star Wars topics to talk about would be I built that on the stream. What the hell am I talking about? The main thing, I guess, would be the more news that's come out for the Star Wars theme and any other LEGO news, I guess. But I guess the biggest part, that invisible hand, it's the invisible hand, not the malevolence, right? I think so. The mini scale one, which I'm so excited for. Like, I want that line to be so fleshed out, because I think it has the chance to be maybe the best subline in LEGO Star Wars. Like, the fact that you can have on a sizable shelf, you can go out and have a Tantive, a Superstar Destroyer, a Falcon, and a Invisible Hand all on the same shelf in a relatively small space and still display these super cool ships in pretty detailed models of them is just so cool. Like, it's great to me to have those, because I don't want to go out and buy a Superstar Destroyer because I don't have any fucking space for it. I just don't. Nor for really other big ships. Like, I have no idea where... I have my Gunship, the UCS one, on a table because it can't fit anywhere else because the wingspan of the thing is just so big. I'd love to go and buy the... what's it called? Venator. The UCS Venator, but... And I think I will at some point just because it's the UCS Venator and it's just such a cool Star Wars set. But I have no clue where to put that. Luckily, it'll be out for probably a while. Or maybe not a while, but a few years, so... Might have a bit more space then. But who knows? Should be living in Boston with a little apartment. Not this Lego space, but at some point, and soon I want to buy Rivendell, which is not going to help the space issue. Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going to put Rivendell. That thing's fucking huge. I have enough. Actually, I don't really have many issues with Diagon Alley, and I have a pretty nice spot for the Bugle. I have one thing I really enjoyed for a decent portion of my life was WWE, so I had a ton of wrestlers. Now, I don't care about it anymore, and I don't want these wrestlers in that, but I have huge bins of them, so I need to sell them. That opens up a bunch of space. Get some shelves in, and you can see them back there. Those 4 bins are just Funko Pops and Funko items, and I guess a few other collectibles in there, like I think I have some Simpsons figures in there and other stuff, but it's mainly Funko Pops. I've really so I was getting my windows replaced, and to create room so the guys could come in, or just so they could have room to get in and work, I had to take down the shelf, add my room, and just move a bunch of things, Diagon Alley, a bunch of things. And while I was moving, I just came to the realization that I don't need these Funko Pops. Like, I have so many Marvel Funko Pops that I just don't want anymore. And other themes and other things. Then I look at my Stranger Things Funko Pop collection, and I'm like, why the hell do I need 1011s? And saying that, I just bought like 5 or 6 Funko Pops with this Grievous, but this is a pretty cool one. Like, Chopper here. Like, I was thinking about buying the original Chopper, and then I realized then that would be 2 Choppers. Now, the original one is the original Chopper, but I think I'm at a point with my Funko collection where I'd like to get one $50 figure versus 3 $15 figures, or one $100 figure versus 6 figures, you know, that type of stuff, where the commons recently just haven't interested me enough. In saying that, I do want to buy the recently revealed Ahsoka figures with Thrawn. Now, I'm not going to get all of them. I don't want Morgan Elsbeth, just don't want her. I don't want the Black Series either. I got my Lego minifigure, that's good enough for me. I don't want that. Or the Night Troopers. I just don't need another Stormtrooper in my collection, so I'm holding off on that. And same for other characters from that first Ahsoka wave. I don't need Marok. I just don't need that. Like, I completed the Loki Season 1 figures. I don't need all those. So, I'd love to just be able to sell a bunch of them, I think. is what I'd like to do. Which, obviously, which I think I'm going to do. Like, I'm in my college program right now, but I'd like to, after that, go and do another program where I'd get my master's, but that would, of course, cost a lot more. And I have a bit of money to do it, but not enough, I don't think. Or, yeah, I don't. So, selling some stuff, even though, like, realistically, what am I going to make from it? Like, let me see, just getting an estimate for my WWE collection. I'd say maybe $500 in total, maybe a little bit more, I don't know. It actually probably would be a bit more than that. And then for Funko Pops, like, I don't know what I'd want to do, because, like, I could go to one of these toy shows, like, I'm going to one this weekend, which, yeah, going to a toy show and I'm trying to cut back, that's a good idea. But there are a few things that I sort of am looking for that I'd like to get. But and even Lego, I don't know what I'd want to sell for Lego, but I have certain things like Lego City stuff, or I have a bunch of bag Lego sets that I took apart. Like, I don't really want to sell any of my Star Wars stuff or, like, my DC minifigures. Maybe some of my Marvel figures, because I have some there that are either duplicates or ones that I don't need. Oh. So the one thing that I think will stay consistent is for my Funko stuff, my Star Wars stuff, as well as my Office stuff. And then for Lego Star Wars. And, yeah, I don't know where the best place to do this. Like, set up a booth at a toy show, or just, because, you know, that's like $500 right there. Just on the cost of the booth. So it'd probably be best to set up a store, whether that's an eBay store or a Facebook Marketplace or something. Of course, that sort of limits who I can sell to, but it all depends. Like, if I wanted to do shipping and stuff, it would have to be that I'm selling items that are expensive enough that actually makes sense to ship. And, like, for most of the things, I'm not gonna sell them I'd probably sell them below what they're worth to get rid of them. Because I don't want to just sit on the things for a while. But yeah, I think that's my plan now. Just talking out loud with it is that from now until I graduate this program, I'd like to sell a few of my things. So yeah, I think that's it. That's, like, there's a few Marvel ones I'd like to keep. Like, I was looking at them, and there's a Venom and Carnage, which I probably wouldn't keep, but it's sort of a special one to me because I have a YouTube video up that's done way better than any other YouTube video I've done. It has, like, over 20,000 views, and it's sort of special to me in that respect, so I wouldn't sell those. I have a Wanda that's a Pop in a Box exclusive. Now, that one would fetch me a bit of a higher price, but I think it's a cool looking figure. It has these flames coming, or I guess magic, coming around her, and it's just a really cool one. Then I have, like, two other Wandas. Why do I need two Wandas? Or two other Wandas? And I have a bunch of Falcon and the Winter Soldier figures. I don't need those. Same for the Loki ones. Like, I wouldn't mind keeping Mobius. and one Loki, whether that's President Loki or someone else. But yeah, doing the ball turrets now. I wonder if we get more of these gunships. And if they are, do they keep, would it be a consistency thing and they keep the pretty much exact same design, just change the colors? But I'm excited, I'd love to get this. This fellow right here is a pretty badass looking one. I wonder what they do. Would it be like the medium azure color that they would use for this blue? Because blue, that doesn't work. This, like, do they have to do this blue? I guess they do, because it would either be that or create a new color, because... Now, I have seen mocks, and I think they usually use this with a bright red there. With the yellow, I don't think it would look too bad, but... That's a pretty cool thing. I kind of want to get the Wolfpack one of these. This is the Micro Galaxy Squadron vehicles, and they're really cool looking. They're small, so I can just sort of put them on a shelf. And yeah, they get the point across of a cool gunship. And I love the Wolfpack one. I just haven't seen it. I got this at GameStop at a mall, and I haven't seen it since. That mall, their GameStop always seems to have some good stuff when I go there. It's sort of fun. I think it actually might be like the flagship store. I'm not 100% sure of that. But yeah. So I'm 2 bags in here. I'm gonna go grab that Padme figure in a second. One other thing, there's a LEGO convention that I'm going to that I believe I know the dates for next year, but I probably just shouldn't. I'll just wait on mentioning that because I'm not 100% sure on it. I've just sort of been told that that's sort of, or is the time of it. It's just not an official thing yet, but Bricks in the Six in Toronto next year. Well, actually, it's in Mississauga, but it's oh wow, these stick in there pretty nice. That's one thing about the UCS things. I find this, or not things, the gunship. These are really fragile. The ball turrets at the front. These ones are pretty sturdy. Like, I'm sure you could snap that off, but it's not too bad. That's good. If there's one good thing this thing probably is a good playset. I'm sure I would have had a hell of a good time playing with this thing when I was buying Lego, or I wasn't buying it. My parents were buying it in 2008, 9, 10 with the Clone Wars. But yeah, I never bought too many big sets. It was sort of the battle packs up to, like, in that era of like 9 to 10. I'd say $100 sets maybe was sort of the maximum. Then it sort of pushed slightly up with the Winter Villages, and there's sets like the one that came with Smaug from The Hobbit, which is a really cool one and a really expensive dragon piece. It's sort of crazy how expensive that Smaug is. As a whole, the Lord of the Rings theme, it's amazing. It really is. It's, I think, the best LEGO theme ever. And I'm probably starting to sound like a broken record because every time I bring it up, I say it. If they continue on Lord of the Rings, they will end up screwing it up at some point, bringing in some gimmicky idea like buildable objects and stuff like that that will just ruin what was previously had, which was, I believe, the best LEGO theme ever. It's just incredibly consistent. The quality of the minifigures is just so superior to anything that we get now, which I think is a case for Harry Potter and Star Wars, where that, like, era is so damn good for everything in LEGO that recently there's some good sets out now. And there's some sets you look at, they have never made stuff better than that. Rivendell's an example. But, like, they made some really high-quality stuff back then. And, yeah. But yeah, that convention I'm excited to go to. It's, I'm working on a build for it, working on Geonosis, about 3 gray base plates long. Definitely high would be my plan, because I'm hoping to build a pretty sizable mountain area, sort of just based on Battlefront, not really anything, just a bunch of clones and droids going at it. And I'm excited to get that battle pack next year to sort of add some figures to it. I'm excited for that one. I think my plan for that battle pack, so I'm gonna just order a couple at 12, however many I can order. I'm gonna order them, and then it's gonna be New Year's, so the mall nearest to me that has a LEGO store likely won't be open then, so it'll be open the 2nd. So with the 2nd, I'd be off. I'd be able to just go to the LEGO store and I'd get a couple more in any other sets, because my online order would just be those battle packs, but there are a few other things I'm sort of looking at. Nothing from Harry Potter from what I can remember, but there was the Guardians of the Galaxy set that interests me, and is one that I wouldn't mind getting. You know, that looks pretty good so far. Size-wise, this thing is tiny. But yeah. Getting close to finishing the 2nd bag here. It's strong, which you want in a playset. Oh yes, we're building Fox. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Duffman says he likes Fox. Last time at that convention, I probably spent the most I've spent, like a single day. Yeah, it was a fun time. It was actually a really fun time. One of the best times I think I've had. It was a blast. The 4 days, the full 4 days thing was just, like, I was gonna just go on the VIP Friday nights, where you just had a early thing. And honestly, that one, it was sort of better on Saturday, at least vendor-wise, because everyone was there, and I got there earlier before it was open to the public, and I was able to get a bunch of the stuff that I wanted to get. Got a Phase 1 Rex, Padme I'm about to show you. Okay. So, let me just show you the progress. Tilt this down. Alright, I'll be back in a second. And then we can get to Fox. Alright. Back. So, Padme. Oh, so they did use the same hairpiece. Cool. That consistency's nice. Here it is. Yeah, it's not gonna focus. Way too much sun. But yeah, they used the same hairpiece. That face print is just so far superior. Yeah, like the best way to improve this Padme figure, and I'm hoping when we get Padme figures, because I'm hoping it's a when, because she just has so many outfits. When we get a new Padme figure, I'm hoping they create a face print that's similar to this one, because it's just so damn good. Like, honestly, I'd rather get 5 Star Wars sets a year that are perfect or near perfect with high quality figures than get 20 sets a year that have subpar figures. Now, this figure isn't a subpar figure, it's a pretty decent figure, but that's just, honestly, I'd rather get that. I don't know if people share that opinion, but I would much rather get 5 Star Wars sets a year that are really damn good. That is a video that I think I want to make now. Just come to my eyes. What the hell? I want to make a video titled, I'd rather have 5 good sets a year than 20 subpar sets a year. Need to work on the title, but the idea is there. We give this as an example, and then we go back and get some. Actually, no, there's no year where there were like 5 sets that I can point to. Or I can probably find a set that's like, this is perfect, this is bad. Make the perfect one. Only 5 of them. No. Just going into the review. You can't swing it around like this when the thing is half built. It'll fall apart. Yeah, this Padme is cool. Very good. I'm hoping we get more Padme minifigures, please. Please. I think I have it here. Where is it? Do I have a piece of picture? Nope. Oh, this is my list of pops for upcoming shows that I'm going to. Toy shows and Funko shows, because there's one that's a toy show and one that's a just Funko show. Garuzeb Aurelios, Padme, Geo, DIY Dwight, Imp Disguise Chopper, Rebels Sabine, Sideshow Bob, Hondo, Onaka, Jack Sparrow. I got, last time I was at a thing, I got, oh my goodness, not Barbosa, Davy Jones. Why did I just completely blank on that? Ralph Wiggum, Power of the Galaxy, Padme and Ahsoka, so that's Padme number 2. Those are the White Cloak Ahsoka and Senator Padme, Plo Koon, and Kit Fisto. Those are 12, actually 13. It's my new mouse for my new laptop. It's kind of fun. This is the paper I wanted. Oh no, that's not it. I guess I don't have it. I have a crinkled up piece of paper here. Let's see what this has. Nope, that just has writing. So I don't have it, I guess. Unless this is it. Yes, it is. I have this. Perfect. More Padme minifigures, please. Yeah. Even if they're like this, subpar. More Padme figures, please. You have some so many options. I didn't want to print out a picture of all the options because that's way too much color ink, but keep that for every stream. Just, okay, I should start building this thing. Alrighty, what we learned, you can't pick this thing up from here and swish it around, or else it will break. And then you lose your gunship. No one wants to lose their gunship. Alright. Let's see Foxy. Speaking of Foxy, I sort of want to see the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, even though I was about to say I haven't played the games. I did play the first one when it came out, but I'm not like an avid fan, but I like to see how games are translated into a movie. Thoughts? Your helmet looks actually pretty solid. That printing on there is not worth shit. I haven't seen the torso yet. Not gonna look at it. There it is. I haven't looked at it because I know that's the bad part. Like, of course, these legs don't have a waistcape, but they don't look. The printing on the legs looks fine. The helmet doesn't look terrible either. It's a little bit washed out. Now, I will say, if the printing on that helmet is the same as the torso, and it's not actually as washed out as I thought it was, this minifigure doesn't actually look as terrible to me as I thought it did. And it might actually look sort of good. Not good, but it's sort of good. Better than expected. It's one of my favorite streams I've ever done. I have so many things that I could go back, get clips of, and put them into a short. Like my last thing on Foxy. Not the character. Actually, that doesn't make any sense. Alright, what I'm gonna do is this. I don't need to look at it to make this Fox figure, even though I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Not gonna look at it. I want to see the completed thing without looking at the pieces. Where are your blasters so we can get full experience with Fox? They like giving these to, so these are the choice of weaponry for a double pistol wielding clone trooper. Is that, there we go. Alright, we're keeping it away from me. Because I haven't looked at the torso yet. That's the thing that will drive me to see if this is actually a decent figure. Not good, because it's not good, but it's definitely faded. Mine has a mark too. Okay, and now we can't even get the head off. Whatever. It's like the white on there is almost pink. Like the helmet is not that bad, where it's actually white. But on the torso, it's pink. I don't mind pink clones, but this ain't a pink clone. It's a red clone with white. It's not terrible, but it's not good. Honestly, this one really stands out with not having a waistcape, because the side white just looks so bad next to the red. Like the white and blue for the 501st, whether that's the Heavy or Rex, looked reasonable. This one, I think that Fox is the new low. I think that's the worst a clone's been, honestly. No, the shock troopers actually look really good. I don't really give a shit that they have the helmet holes. Without them, they'd be better, but yeah. Time to brainstorm my video that I want to now do. To come come up with a proper name that's just not 5 sets a year, not 20. I don't even know how many sets release in a year, so I sort of need to make sure of that, but I think that would be a fun one. Yeah, that's a new video idea. Whether I record it today, which I probably won't, because I probably need to just write it out. Yeah, I first need to write out the whole idea and just plan it, but I love making those videos so much. They never do well, but I like doing them so much. Why? Like that? Oh, that's why. Put in the wrong bloody pins. Hey, there's the pins I'm using. There's not too many stickers in this set. A lot of Republic logos. If you ever wanted a sticker sheet with Republic logos, buy the Coruscant Guard Republic Gunship, because you got 5. I'm so excited to put 1x1 Republic logos on my gunship. I feel like this stream has been so negative toward this set. I can't even put these bloody things in right. I think, like, of course I haven't built it yet, but it's not, the gunship itself is not as good as previous versions. And the last time we got the gunship was the 2013 one, Placio. That had a better Padme figure. The Palpatine figure in this set is amazing. Clone-wise, the last one, it wasn't great, but they were good quality clones. Obi-Wan and Anakin were both cool. This was a far superior set, and I think that era of Star Wars, Lego Star Wars, is far superior to this current one. Like, there's a lot of cool concepts recently, but the execution just isn't there. Saying that, I have a wave of 3 Star Wars sets beside me that are some of the best I've ever seen, with the Ghost, the T6. Saying the T6 is the best is not exactly the truth, but... And the E-Wing and Shin Hati Starfighter. T6 looks great on one side and then looks like shit on the other side, but... Yeah, the Ghost is good. Very good. Yeah, the minifigures are good quality figures. They're just not the most interesting, some of them. But some of them are really cool, like that Ahsoka with the printed arms. I wish Sabine had printed arms so bad. That's probably my biggest disappointment of the year, is not having printed arms on Sabine. I'm excited for those plain white clones, because at least they can't screw up the printing on them. Right? I hope so. Shit. No, you can't. Now, of course, I expect them to have those helmet holes, so... then you're going to get this Shock Trooper. But yeah, that's going to be a really solid battle pack, I think. And then you get the droids, which I'm interested to see the Super Battle Droid. Very interested to see that. I never had an issue with my Super Battle Droids cracking. And I played around with those things a decent bit. But yeah, I was never really rough with my things anyways, but I played around with it definitely. But I never had a cracking issue with the Super Battle Droid. But it seems like it definitely was an issue, so I'm interested to see how they fix that, how they make a new piece for it, and overall, just how it looks. And I guess talking about Star Wars next year, talked about that Invisible Hand, midi-scale Falcon, along with Tantive, which will be funny enough, my first versions of both of those, I've seen so many Falcons on the shelf, and what, one or two Tantives. In my time in the Lego Star Wars space, I just never purchased one. I definitely considered the most recent Falcon, but I think I'm sort of going to wait on the next one because I'm sort of would hope that it would be an original trilogy based lineup of minifigures, and I'd love an Empire Strikes Back line of figures that relates to Cloud City. That would be my ideal Gunship minifigures, I think, because you could get a cool Boba figure, ideally the same one that they put in the mech, along with some a cloth piece, and Han Solo with some dual molded legs, a cool Leia figure. I think the Cloud City outfits are some of the best that ever exists in Star Wars. That's, like, I love costumes in movies and so much, and that's what really drove me to want to see the Barbie movie, was just the amount of costumes and how cool they looked, and I was not at all disappointed there. And I think in Star Wars, the best costumes are Star Wars Empire Strikes Back Cloud City scenes, because Lando's amazing. Leia's amazing. Han's, it was so damn cool. Boba's in it. He's just such a cool character. And Luke, with his tan-colored outfit, is like the best outfit Luke has in the entire trilogy of movies. And, yeah. Other Star Wars stuff for next year. There's the ship from the kid show. Which has Nubs, I think. The fun-looking furry guy. Which I'm excited because he's fluffy and furry and he's cool. I like fluffy furry characters. They're fun. And he's pretty fuzzy. Nubs. Cool name. Nubs. Is that the little... Is that what the Twizzlers are called? The little bits? I think so. Nubs. Buy your nubs. What time is this? Okay. I can probably build one more bag after this one. Other stuff. Buildable R2-D2, which the one reason to buy that is that it comes with Malak, I think. I think it's Darth Malak. Or is it Darth Malak? No, it's Malak. I was going to say Malgus, but it's not. I don't think so. Yeah, it's Darth Malak. Which, yeah, that's a cool figure. R2-D2 is a pretty big staple in Star Wars. Of course, you have the UCS one. But I think a buildable R2-D2 in that size is a reasonable set. And I am totally fine with it. There is masonry used in this? That's something. Wow. Like, it adds some cool texture to the thing, but it's very weird. No, it's given on the side where you just have the straight line instead of the more brick pattern of it. But yeah, that's funny. I didn't think that would be used in this thing. How many? No, I'm sure there's a lot of sets where it's a ship or something that's not a structure or building that uses masonry. It just feels like it's not that common of an occurrence. But maybe it is, I don't know. Other stuff, dioramas, or, well, there's the Darth Vader hallway scene from A New Hope, which is not I don't believe it's it might be a sort of mix of both of the Rogue One and the New Hope one, but it's not like a kill box type of thing, because they're not going to do that. But that one has 5s, which I'm very excited to see. I don't believe it will be the best thing ever, but I hope that it's a good representation of him. I believe that Malak will be a good minifigure, because they seem to be able to do those minifigures pretty solid, which is great. I like solid minifigures, and that's what I want, good quality shit. But yeah, that'll be a... And then there's the Boon to Eve Pod Racing, I believe, is the name of the other diorama, which I'm expecting a mini-scale one that has several pod racers. And no minifigures, which would be slightly disappointing, but alright, that'll be fine. And I think that's it for the first half of the year. Then we move into the summer wave, where we know absolutely nothing other than the fact that there likely will be a Captain Rex appearing in a set, and likely more 25th anniversary minifigures, which I'm very excited for. And I guess I can end the stream by talking about the ones that I would like. Oh, this is the handle? Cool. Okay. How many? So we have 2. I don't know if maybe... I don't know if they would have one in each set of the summer wave or what. I'm gonna go with 5. I'm gonna try and rattle off 5 of them. I know my 5 right off the bat. Let me get the prop for it, though. Don't kiss me. 5. Padme, 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 Padme. 5 Padme outfits in the summer of 2024. Okay. Now, if it can't be 5 Padmes, who would it be? Now, let's include 1 Padme on the list. So, number 1, a Padme outfit of Lego's choosing. Any Padme outfit. Be any single one. What did I do here? Did I do that right or wrong? Yeah, that's right. Okay, number 2. Cal Kestis would be a pretty cool one, right? I've seen that on a lot of lists, and I'm totally fine with that one. That seems like a very good one to get that. Going great with your BD1. I played the game for a little bit. I couldn't get like super into it, so I haven't played enough of it, but I've tried to play the first game, and I want the buildable BD1, and I think I'll get that before the end of the year. If I don't, I don't. It's fine. But so that's 2 out of 5. I've seen a lot of lists with like Dex, the Dex fella, big fella. I don't think that's a great minifigure for an anniversary one. Personally, I think figures that you just couldn't get otherwise. Now, of course, making a diner in Lego is sort of a weird one, but I guess it's a possibility. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want him as one of them. I've seen like Jedi Knight, Revan, like, must be doing this thing. Oh no. Okay, it does slide like back and forth. That makes sense. Okay. It all makes sense. It's all good. I was wondering why I was being able to move this thing back and forth. It just didn't seem right to me. And now it all makes sense. We're all good. It's all good. So you can bring the handle up and down. Makes sense. Technic pins, now we can sway our gunship back and forth and go. Phew. Very fun gunship. We can have Fox pilot it. Yeah, I'm going back into this stream to get some good clips for the review, including the one of me breaking the thing. Which I don't even know when I'll record, because I won't record it today, because I won't finish it today. I have some work to do after this, and then I do need to film a few videos today, though. I filmed 4 yesterday, posted 1. I am currently on a streak of uploading every day for about the last month. So it's, I think, about over 30 days at this point. I want to keep going into November. It's sort of hard. I am sort of running out of things, and into December I'll be like, how the hell do I keep doing this thing? Because there's just not a ton of stuff. Like, I have this, and then I can do this. I've got to sort of break out some older Lego sets to review that I haven't done before. Okay, so I built that wrong. What did I do wrong? Oh, I just didn't place that. That's fine. Makes sense. Oh, so the little handle sits there. Okay. Bag number 4. It's a pretty solid build so far. It seems sturdy and a good playset. That's what I'll say. Sturdy playset. So an hour in, that puts us at around 3:30, I think. George Lucas would be a cool figure for that. That would be a very cool one that I'd love to see. Now, I have never seen this piece in my life. Is this new? It's gotta be it, dude. I have never seen that thing. Seems like a really good piece, though, for this. I have my list of stuff. It's already Wednesday, and I don't have anything marked off from here. Luckily, it's not the total end of the world, because half of them are half complete. I just need to finish them off. Good. Alright, I think I have a pretty good day ahead. I couldn't get into my work yesterday, where I just, like, when I get into it, and I just pump it out. But today I was just, or yesterday, I was struggling getting started with it. I got a decent bit of it done. I had a lot of it already done. It was just, wish I had gotten more of it and actually finished what I was doing, because I could just start more other projects. But I'm gonna ideally finish one of my projects that I have here, and then start the next one, and then continue that into tomorrow. Luckily, I have a bit more time when it comes to the ones I'll be starting. And then after that, okay, yeah. Like, I don't want to do a ton of stuff on the weekend, so. But I guess it is sort of nice to have a few slower days in a reading week and just take a little bit of time off. I think this will be my last bag for this set for now, so I have 6 more to build. I'm sort of more busy tomorrow, so I won't be able to do this stream. Sadly, I'd love to do a bunch more. Maybe I have a chance to. It's possible I just don't build any more of this, and I continue it, say, next week sometime. I'm not really in a rush to finish this thing. I'm excited for Star Wars next year. It seems really solid starting off. Now, I know people love minifigures so much that I'm sure people will be disappointed when it comes to some stuff. Like, when it comes to minifigures. You're not getting any in the pod race diorama. You've got your mini scale stuff. You're not getting any there. But I love those display sets so much. That's sort of as much as I love minifigures, that's definitely the era that I am sort of in with my LEGO collection, is that I love building high quality sets and solid builds that end up as really nice display pieces that don't take a shit ton of space up, which is where the mini scale comes in and becomes maybe my favorite thing that LEGO Star Wars has ever done, especially with that invisible hand, which is so damn cool. Like, they can make so many, and like, yeah, it's just, it's very exciting, I think. At least to me. I am very, very much excited for next year, from what we've got, or heard. But it's sort of been a consistent thing lately that these first half of the year is definitely more display set based, and then in the summer you sort of branch out a bit more and you get your play sets. So I'm hoping for some good play sets. I wonder if we get another Gunship. It wouldn't shock me if we get another larger prequel, Clone War based play set. Just makes sense. Now, I do think people are sort of losing a slight interest in it, not the interest in the idea of it, just the interest in the quality of it, because it's quite down from what it could, should, could have, would have, should have. Is that Taylor Swift song? I like that one. That's one of my favorites for Midnights. Yes, let's talk about Swifties. I'm excited for 1989, even though it's my least favorite album. I'm excited for the vault tracks, which one I probably shouldn't mention here, even though it doesn't matter. I've dropped a few F-bombs and other words in this stream that it probably doesn't matter what I say at this point, but I don't know. That one, with a few others, feels like one I probably shouldn't be going around saying, but it's a song name, so probably good. So this is the back portion of it. It's small, definitely is. When I finish this stream, I guess it'll be probably around 11. So I'm hoping for that, like, hour before I have my lunch, that I can finish what I'm doing. This is one of the most unclear parts of an instruction manual I think I've ever seen of a LEGO set. It's not hard for me, but I think maybe a younger... What is this set? 8 and 9 and up. Okay, it's fine. It's, of course, a large set. I think anyone building it will likely get it. But they have you put this masonry brick right here, and say it's taken off. It's like this. In the manual, so this is the only part in this step, is placing this here. There's no actual visual indication that you need to put it there. Like, sometimes they'll be like, with a small part, it'll be like, place this brick right here, and they didn't. It's sort of weird to me. It's just something I sort of noticed here, where there's not a ton of indication, but I'm sure it's a 9 and up set. They don't really need to place that, just a thought, because it for sure took me maybe a second to realize, oh, that's where it goes. Excited for the basketball season to start tonight. Of course, with the hat, going for the Celtics. Being from Toronto or the area around Toronto, the Raptors are always a team I will root for, but I'm honestly impressed with their preseason. The team looks a lot better to me than it did. I'm excited to see where they go this season. I don't think they're like some team that's going to win a championship, but I hope the Celtics are. I'm going to miss Marcus Smart, though. He's definitely my favorite player on the Celtics, so that was... Like, I didn't even realize it for the first 8 hours, and then I go on Instagram and I see a post about Marcus Smart, and I'm like, what the hell? Then I go search it up, and it's like, what? What? He got traded? No! Why? That was sort of sad. I really liked him. One other sports thing. The Patriots game this week, or last week, the Sunday, was so exciting, and it was finally a fun Patriots game. Like, if they do, they're down 2-5. They're not going to any sort of anything unless they can sort of go on a run now and actually do something. Because they were a game under 500 last year, and they were relatively close. So I think as long as they don't lose a few more in a row, they got a chance. Of course, they're playing the Dolphins, which isn't the exact best thing to do, but at the same time, they beat the Dolphins. They also just beat the Bills, They're you win a couple more, and you're sort of there. Not that I think they're actually there, but that one game, if that's it, and that's all that they did in the season, if they don't win another game, that was a satisfying game to watch. That first half of it was really fun, and was some of the most fun I've watched and had watching some Patriots football in the last couple of years. It was fun. It was enjoyable. I'm not from Boston or anything, but I'm a big Boston sports fan, and where I'd like to get my master's is in Boston. So one good thing about going there, if I do, is that I sort of already pretty big fan of the sports scene with the Red Sox, and not the Bruins. That's one team I'm not a fan of, not because I'm a fan of the Maple Leafs or anything, just because I'm not a fan of hockey, and I've never watched the sport, and I don't plan on it. I do like the name of the Kraken, though. They're kind of a cool-sounding team. It's sort of being built up a little bit more, but it's definitely small. Like, currently, I don't know how high it's gonna get, because this is gonna go, around here, so... I'm trying to see if it makes sense to me that this is an almost $200, that's Canadian, set. Does that make sense to me? Does this feel like... The ATT felt that to me, and now the ATT was, minifigure-wise, wasn't all that great. The Cody was pretty solid, though. Last really solid clone I feel like we've done. But I don't know what I was saying. Yeah. I have no idea what I was saying. Just move on from that. So yeah, I have 3 projects that I'm sort of going to work on today, maybe a 4th. I have some architectural details to do that I'm finishing up today. I just have one that I need to fix up a little bit, and then I have to do some stuff on CAD for a floor plan, which is very quick, and that, honestly, I can probably get it done if I get really into it in that hour, but probably not too much after. I'll probably go until I finish that, and then I'll have my lunch, and then after that I can start working on it, but after that I'll probably try to just get into some YouTube stuff and film a few videos. So there's a few, I have some ideas I want to do, and that one I mentioned doing, which I really should write down before I forget about it, because I think it's a decent concept. I just sort of need to write it out, but yeah. I feel like I'm gonna have a productive day today. I've already started with this stream, and yeah, just feeling good. What's that for? Landing gear of sorts? To elevate it, I guess, a little bit. Remember when this got leaked, and yeah, it's just... I don't know what I'd rate this at, say, out of 10. I mean, of course, I haven't built it fully, so I can't base it off that. Like, the Padme minifigure is decent. It's just, like, if that 2013 face had never came out, that's a good Padme minifigure, I think, to me, of course. It's just, like, when you come out with a better thing, and now you're making a new one, in my eyes, the new thing should be better or the same and not worse than the previous version. The addition of dual-molded legs also would have been a very, very needed inclusion here. Is that too high? It feels very high to me. But at the same time, it doesn't. I saw a recently released, well, actually, I started watching it. That was David from Solid Brick Studios interview the LEGO designers from the fan media weekend, which looked like an interesting one. I'm happy I'm finishing this thing because they're working on the grass out there, so you probably can hear that, which is a great thing to end the stream on. Thank you very much, fellas out there. It's bloody fall. It's actually probably blowing away all the leaves that are there. But I'm about to finish this thing. I'm hoping... I want to connect some things here. Oh yeah, they're right at the door. Makes sense. Okay, I know where to piece it. I have these two 1x4 dark bluish gray bricks, and I get to connect things. Yes, feels like I can actually show you a somewhat completed thing that gets the size across of this thing. Where'd this go? Oh, that's simple enough. One convention that I really want to go to next year, or I guess at some point, is Brick World Chicago. Definitely on my list of things that I'd love to do. It's just like, next year I have a school semester during then, and sadly, my reading week is a week before the or after the convention, which sucks. Because, of course, that would mean that, like, it's, I guess, somewhat possible, but I'd have exams during that, so. Okay. Get a general size of this thing. Here it is. You know, that is better than I thought it was going to be. It's still small, but it's not tiny. And overall, I think this definitely feels like it can be an $140 set. Or is that the price of it? Is that American? I think, I don't know. Let's put Padme here, and we'll put our pilot. Just set Fox up here. Here he is, flying the ship without any control panel, shooting down the seppies. The that did not sound good. I should not be doing that. That did not sound good at all. Snapping bricks. Alright, that's that. So I think I'm gonna end this thing out now and get to my work. So left we've got 3 figures. The best of the set, Palpatine, and then the 2 Shock Troopers, which are also really solid figures. I think the only bad minifigure in this set is that Fox. Padme needs some updates and could be a lot better. Palpatine, I think, is pretty much perfect. I don't think there's any back dress printing, which I guess would be an improvement. I guess the improvement on the Shock Troopers would be to not have helmet holes, but they are already, I believe, look quite solid. Let's just see. Say I can't do a stream anymore. Yeah, the helmet printing looks good. The torso does as well. Actually, let me see. Yeah, like that's a bright red. The red looks good on that white. Alright, that's that. I gotta get to work. Which, here's my new laptop that I have for doing stuff like this. Not this. The CAD stuff. The Revit stuff. And see what time it is. Ooh, feel the fans going on. Thing I wanted to see here, or show you to end this stream, is my Rebels thing. I really like it. Here they are. The Rebels. A colorful keyboard. Very colorful. Very Sabine-esque. Yeah. 10:48. Okay. About 11. Clean this up and get to work. Alright, thank you so much for watching this stream. I'm liking it so far. You know, Boney, and I was like, eh. But now that I have these 2 things connected, you know, it's looking better and better. And I'm excited to see it as it goes on. So, thank you for watching this stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.